Hello, vicarious mercenaries, proxy ninjas, and pop culture PhDs. Welcome to the Rec Room. We are back in action for Tactical Tuesday. Hope your week is going well. Not going to be a whole lot of chatter off the front of this one, since we kind of did a massive recap last night for Metal Monday, talking about the show stuff over the weekend. So if you kind of want to get a deep dive on recent events, check out, I guess, Season 2, Episode 10 of MechWarrior 5. But otherwise, we'll just have a little bit of stuff to go over tonight, and then we're going to dive right into things. And if you are new to the Rec Room, this is the coolest corner of the internet where you get the rundown on what's going on here with Enforcer Media Productions, whether that be project updates or creative insights. And you also get the breakdown on what makes our favorite franchises tick in the form of commentary and long-running video game deep dives. So here you get to have a front row seat to what it's like to build a franchise from scratch with no industry support and obviously very tepid pop culture support. But there's a lot to pick from out there, so we're glad to have you. It's a slow-moving process, but we're in it for the long haul. So glad to have you, whether you decide to join us in chatting or lurking. Feel free to do so at your convenience. We're on Odysee, Twitch, and YouTube for the time being. So to cover the rounds, thanks to our Odysee crew. Definitely get some views again now that I'm able to leverage the mechanisms over there. So glad to have some people watching over in Odysee. I think, I was going to put a question mark by these, but thank you for the new follow, if not a bot. Again, I never want to accuse somebody of being a bot if I don't know, but behavior kind of suggests it. But if you are a real human being, thank you for the new follow. If you are a bot, go sit in the corner with all the other Call of Duty people, because, otherwise, meh, shoulder shrug. Um, and I know I've been getting a lot of views on YouTube lately, so also greatly appreciate it. And a side note for YouTube, I just noticed one of our recent videos had comments turned off. I don't know why. By default, I normally would not do that, so now I've got to go back through and look to see if certain videos have that turned off. So it's not been my intention to exclude anybody, because I don't think we've really had anything controversial to feel like, oh, I can't have comments on this. No, that has not been the case. That has not been intentional. It feels like that could have been a default setting that either accidentally got set or YouTube just did that on its own. So I don't know. So hopefully comments should be on the YouTube side, and hopefully everybody's able to participate. And I do my best to try to keep up with everything. Of course, I'm usually kind of in the zone sometimes, and I'm not the quickest at jumping on things. There's also been technical issues. I didn't think we've had any since, kind of narrowing down to 3 platforms, but I can't say with any certainty in that regard. So we'll deal with the things that are necessary. So project-wise, not too much different from yesterday. Hard to believe, as of tomorrow, should be hitting a major milestone. So 5.5 pages left to go on Book 2's first draft in the Firewall Protocol saga. So 200, no, not 200, 780 some pages later, it'll have taken about 55 weeks, at about anywhere from 3 to 5 pages a day. And that means the next couple months are going to be consumed with getting some filler sections. And when I say filler, I don't mean empty. I mean things that are going to be like either better explanation, getting in some other supporting characters that haven't quite been written in quite so well yet. And of course, all the extra things like the glossary and just overall clarification and editing improvements. And of course, I got to work on the cover too, which is another thing hanging over my head between now and the point of completion. So it's going well. Then I'm going to take Thanksgiving off. And then, on top of that, we're going to have our next episode of LAN Standing put on your calendar for November 28th, 2025, of course, probably around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to resume with Frontlines, Field of War, as long as we have enough people. We're hoping to have some of the usual suspects on that. And then another side note, we're getting pretty close on audio for the Chapter 8 release, which is usually available first to our Patreon members. So you can even join us free and see the content we got thus far. You'd also get some of the updates as to when that drops. So head on over to our Patreon page if you want to chip in for progress, since we don't really have a funding mechanism for any of this. But it takes a lot of work, and we're going to keep going. So Call the Stealth is checking in and says, congrats on the progress. Thank you. Yeah, it's unfortunately, even with hitting the milestones, I wish I could be spiking the football, but I know how much is still ahead. So enthusiasm is always tempered, but thank you for thank you for that. What else? So beyond Last LAN Standing coming up, not too much I can think of. Isn't much on the pop culture side. Unsurprisingly, it's not usually the heavy time for news updates around the holiday. But hey, you never know. Maybe something will come up of interest given all the Black Friday sales wheeling and dealing. Not really much on the radar other than the things I mentioned. So most at this point, any new games are likely going to be into 2026. Gonna be waiting on the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, but again, of course, it took me how many months just to get things ready for our cooperative laboratory, and I still have not finished Scrapyard and haven't really promised as such recently. So, yeah, there's gonna be a lot to do on the book side over the next few weeks. So I can't promise that there's gonna necessarily be any motivation to get other stream content running just yet. So. Yeah, here we are, Tactical Tuesday. We're going to work on some Metal Slug Tactics, and I believe we're on Season 2, Episode 3, which I called Bring It Clown, because right at the gate we are going to be starting with a boss fight. That's not something we do very often, but this game has such a short cycle to play through the campaign, given that it's a roguelite, and we are just resuming this from scratch. We did, of course, the tutorial again in the first episode, got a couple level playthroughs in the second, and the boss fights initially in this can be kind of long, especially at the higher difficulties. We're playing on an easier difficulty, so thankfully that the boss health should be reduced, but we're kind of going to expand as quickly as possible through the recruit or the basic level difficulties, and then that way, hopefully we can get back to unlocking all the cool stuff, which we had mostly done in our first playthrough. But yeah, due to technical issues, thankfully that did not happen. Of course, there's a little sarcasm embedded there. But yeah, so we're going to take on Morden in the Jupiter King in the final level here. And then we'll also get to start cycling into a new playthrough with... So I guess the next playthrough include hitting 3 levels in the map. The next time we'll hit 4 levels in the map. And then I think once we do that, we'll increase the difficulty. But yeah, we're just going to keep working on challenges and all the easy low-level stuff until then.
Metal Slug Tactics.
Yeah, I think make sure I got all filters turned off. I mean, Mech Warrior doesn't usually need it. This usually doesn't need it. Yeah, we're good here. Color palette looks good. So I had to exit the game right after we dropped or deployed into the boss fight, I think. So we're pretty much going to be starting from right there. We're hitting the ground running. But I have not done anything yet. All I basically did was set up a deployment, and this may be a very bad idea. But yeah, he's got 70 HP, and I think even the recruit level difficulty had 2 phases, so didn't discover till much later that there was a 3rd phase at the higher difficulty, and never got to discover if there was a 4th one or not for the last difficulty. I don't know. So that's why we still got some unknown territory, even as slight or as difficult as it may be later on. So right now, Ares in harm's way. Marco's in harm's way. He's got to get out of there. Of course, the objective is typically to get shots on target as early as possible. I don't think Aerie here can make that cover. Well, she'd have to synchronize, and then maybe she can. Now, also, you gotta think strategically. You can also sometimes get the enemies damaged when the bosses fire off their strikes. So I want to get Mark over here, preferably somewhere where he's not in harm's way, but will help take out some of this. Now, actually, he'd get a lot of adrenaline if he sat right here. Now, that would not hit the cover if Aerie moves in after the fact. So let's tentatively do this. Of course, there's a lot of guys sitting around him, but there might be some other options. Could always have Fio possibly move him. If I put him here, though, he's not going to get any shot on target. So this is really the only one with the max dodge, max adrenaline. Unless here. That's only a 4. See, ooh, I could go up one more here and still get all that. He'd be out of the alien's reach. What is this thing called? Mutated soldier. Okay, so let's maybe go for this temporarily. At least you're not committed until you do an action. So I could put Aerie all the way over here. She could at least grenade. And then if she sinks, then she can move after the fact. So I could actually throw the grenade all the way over here. She would sink. We'd only get 5 points out of that, so that's not good enough. Oh, that's interesting. So she's not targeted, and that spot was targeted. Okay. That's interesting. Alright, so how can I get Fio involved here? She can't really move very far, and I don't think... Oh, these are cover, but she would still take damage from being there. Which I'm not crazy about. Even if she got... That's weird. They're just giving her no range to run. Probably because this guy's in the way. And anywhere else she can get is still almost in poor territory. She could help maybe take this guy out. But he's going to move in. He's going to do damage. She's going to be in line of fire of this guy. It's not a good opening scenario here. She's going to need to acupuncture herself or something, but she's not going to have the adrenaline yet. I don't like this. She does not have a grenade, so even if she's up here, even if she could get there... You know what? She could go for 4 adrenaline here and then move herself into position. If not, at least move herself somewhere else to help attack somebody. She can move herself over to here and then at least have an option to help attack some of these guys. I don't want to go too far because then it's going to be in harm's way. Oh, she could move all the way over here. Is that the correct side of the wall? Okay, let's do that. I hope that she doesn't get hit by Ares' grenade, though. Oh, no, okay, never mind. No, she can't. Okay. Okay, so she's only going to have the knife guy initially to deal with here. But that could actually get... Oh, she can still shoot after that. That will get the... Oh, there we go. Check that out. Even though she can't contribute to the boss, it's enough to get everybody else to sync up. Oh, that's... Okay, that's interesting. I don't recall seeing this scenario happen very much. She's going to hit the first guy. Ares going to sync and hit both of them, and that synchronize is actually going to trigger Marco. So it's really a secondary synchronization, which I don't know if I've ever paid attention to that. So Ares is going to take 1 damage for some reason. Oh, it's because she's standing in the blast range of her own grenade. But to get those guys off the field is helpful. Ares will still be able to move out of the way and still be able to attack and include Marco. And this will not include attack against the boss yet, so we can still have a dual synchronize. So there's a lot of things going on here. So she's still got an action, and we're going to do this. He's down. Tags the other one. Tagged herself in the process. Marco activates. Takes him down. Now he's going to get shot at and stabbed, probably. But... So Ari can still go and still synchronize, but Marco, however, I may just want to use the ammo. What does this do? He's got the adrenaline already. He could do this. Oh, you know what? Or he could do this and this, and Ari still sync up. So that's 9 points versus doing, if I were going to do the rifle here, that's also 9 points. So rather than use the bullets, I'm more wanting to use the adrenaline right now. Now the cost came down on these because of the synchronization. That's what I got to remember. Synchronization might lead to one of multiple things. So I don't need to gain the adrenaline yet. And actually, it'd be a benefit to not only do 9 damage to the boss still, but also get that guy hurt in the process. So that's why I'm thinking the Ricochet probably a little better here. So let's go tag him, tag the boss, activate Eerie. Okay, so Ares still has both movement and action. I didn't realize she was so low on ammo here, but I think the plan was to do this anyway. So we're bringing down another 2. Marco cannot synchronize on this one. Bonk. Okay, but she should be able to move. Why can't she move? That's weird. It took her bonus movement away. I guess it's got. I guess the synchronize has to be after the fact. Oh, that's weird. Okay, well she's. Well, she wasn't targeted anyway. Marco is. I guess that's what we got. I don't need to reset the turn just for that. So, Marco's going to take some damage. Aries probably going to take some damage, and we'll just see what happens. Because this is the first playthrough, we don't get any kind of bonuses yet, like the overall team health things or Metal Slug deployments. Come the missiles. So he only took 1, but these other 2 guys are the problem. Yeah, that hurt. That's also going to hurt. Because that's going to cut damage in half. Oh, that's going to hurt. Yeah, so he oh my goodness. So he would be dead right here, if not, oh my goodness. Just not expecting to get wrecked so bad in the first turn here. So that's the one going down? Ugh. You gotta run out of here. Smoke bomb. Forgot who had the smoke bomb. Alright, Fio's gotta heal at least one of them. Okay, so as long as everybody can get a shot from here, but still avoid these guys. So Marco's still going to be in trouble. That's not cover either, I don't think, no. I should probably put Marco in as much cover as I can get now. I technically can't shoot past that. He still needs another 10 for the airstrike, which he's got 0 right now. Ares got that, but... She could probably do the most damage from here. Oh, is there any way that can get her adrenaline to... Yeah, because she'd be able to do... Oh, it's not going to be able to go the other way. That's a weird bounce. That does how much? 5. It's not going to let me go that way. That's weird. Bounce back to myself? No, thank you. Damage him. If she's in this area, she could damage him and him, possibly. Let's try that here. She doesn't have the adrenaline yet. It's kind of like if she were here. Could she then... She'd... Ooh, even if she got to here, it would not damage him or him. It doesn't activate from the starting point. It activates from all tiles following, so I may have to disregard these guys and go for damage somehow. If I move Marco here, and then maybe move him into cover after the fact. So Theo might have to be here. Nobody's going to get many shots on target, though. Let me see if she throws a grenade. Will Marco sink? Marco will sink, because that looks like a half barrier. Apparently, he can shoot over that. So, if anything, if Marco gets a shot with this... Oh, he can't. Oh, that's Theo. Never mind. Okay, so he can hit here. That's 9 points of damage, and then Theo can still use hers. And then... Or Ari can use hers, and then Theo can get him out of the way. And what's this? Either of these going to do anything? I'd rather get these down to cost of 0. Fio could have her adrenaline, her thing reduced, but he's going to lose his action if I do that. I only get to do another one if it's already at 0. So let's save that for next turn, as long as he's alive. Alright, so we're using ammo here. Okay, so now Aerie has the ability to do this for 2, or this for 5. Oh, there we go. Take him out of the picture. That's not going to hit any of them. Okay, so at least we'll get one other enemy off the chart by doing that. She's synchronized even though it doesn't count. So now she gets her bounce. That was kind of weird. She didn't get that last time. So now... Oh no, I didn't take that into account. She does not have the adrenaline. Oh, not good. I did not even realize she was not going to have enough. Uh-oh, Marco might be dead. We might be dead on the boss already. This is not going to work if there's only 2 players. It's not gonna... Oh, I may have mistitled this one. I thought I had a better chance at this, but again, we don't have all those bonus things. So at least he could be removed, but this guy's gonna do... This guy does 4 damage. Marco's gonna be dead. He is guaranteed dead. Because, I mean, he's also doing double damage with that being synchronized. He might be close enough to rush in. And if not, then one of these guys is going to stab. I got to reset the whole turn if I want to even survive this. That sucks. Okay, Marco can't be left there if Aerie does not have the adrenaline. So she would probably, and actually this might work better if she's over here. So if I do that, how's that out of range? What's going on here? It's not letting me move her there. Oh, it's because that was still selected. That's weird. Okay, so if Marco is still going to be in harm's way there. But the whole plan is to move him and this other guy will be down. So hopefully... So does Fio does have enough this time. So either way, she might end up taking a beating, but at least she'll have 1 dodge. This may not go so well. Okay, Marco went first. He's not going to get the extra hit if I do that. So we'll actually do a couple more points of damage this time. That may have led to a couple extra points. Okay, now if she does this. Ooh, that's going to hit her. Not smart. I'd hoped to move out of that problem. Alright. I mean, at this point, I gotta get to the second stage here. Aerie's not gonna be able to move anywhere that's helpful. Man, if she had 8 adrenaline though, I could probably, you know, move somebody with 1. And then move the other. And that does not remove the status effect. Oh. Twice in one turn. That's how that challenge thing happened last time. So, Dark Exilus is stepping in. Oh, OMG, Jupiter King. Yeah, so, have a little familiarity with the Metal Slug stuff, too. Yeah, he's a bit of a pain without me having much for resources at the moment. So, oh, and she's still got her thing going on here, but... Wait, how is she getting a second action off of that? If the first action does not consume an action, it does not deal damage. No, that's not it. Bonus move. I don't know why she's getting the extra action, though. I wonder if it's a pass... I'm lost, because that's what... So I did legitimately get a second one, then. So if she still has an attack, then I'm going to do what I can to get rid of these guys. Somehow. I still can't move area anywhere, but... Who do I get rid of? The sniper can't hit anybody except Marco. I need to get rid of the knife guy, so if I were able to do this... Area would throw a grenade, but still hit Marco. I don't want that. Again, in this case, she would throw it and still hit Marco. Well, she could hit from here, actually. She could stay there, then move, but she's still safer there anyway. So how about if I do this? He's done. Okay, so Sniper can't hit anybody except Marco from here, but at least the knife guy is up there. To use the unfortunate Will Smith line, no more Mr. Knife Guy. Poof. Okay. And actually, Marco didn't help. Never mind. Okay, so at least we got him taken care of. This guy, could he fire from... He can't fire from immediate range. He'd have to move, so I think he's going to automatically target Marco. Perhaps I should have moved Fio in there to block the shot. She has more HP. Oh, there's the smoke bomb thing. Oh, you gotta be next to units for the smoke bomb thing. Okay, so she was the one that had smoke bomb. I was wondering where that came from. Reduced all damage dealt by 2. So yeah, she should be like standing right next to him. Man. Oh, here we go. At the end of each turn, the unit applies weak to adjacent units. You know what? So what we're going to do then is go stand next to this clown. And that should hopefully reduce any damage that he fires at Marco. Alright, here we go. I don't need the info, thank you. Okay. That's all I got. I've moved everybody. So he's got 3 points of damage. Hopefully he might take next to nothing then, other than from that alien, or the mutated soldier that might be coming in. Oh, this is going to be a rough one trying to get past this. Don't have enough skills yet. And poof. Ah, 4 damage. Oh, he is hurting. He barely felt it yet. Oh no! We're done. It's over. He's done. So the smoke bomb worked, but oh, that's awful. Without reinforcements, with not enough skills, no supply drops, this is just garbage. I mean, I can't remember. I mean, the first time playing through this, I didn't know what I was doing, and I think I lost to the ship. I don't remember if without rewatching, I don't remember what I did, but now I can't do this with Fio. You gotta be kidding me. 41 points of damage solo with her having 5 points. Yeah, not likely. Why is that still on there? It's telling me, it's giving me the option to end turn. I don't know why I can't select her, though. Okay, there it goes. That was weird. It's like by having 2 characters taken out, it wouldn't switch. This is awful. Now I can't even run out of harm's way. She's dead. She stays there and dies. This guy's going to have to move. He won't be able to shoot without moving back. He's going to have trouble moving in. So here I go. The only thing I can do for dodge. The alien probably still has too much health. Then I could move myself and heal myself with my 4 adrenaline. Put myself next to this guy. Nope. Put myself in the lava. Nope. This guy's still full health. Ah. So I've healed myself and done virtually nothing. Oh, it must be the multitasking then. Alright. The slow death. Can't believe couldn't even pass the first round here. Oh, he can shoot a point blank. That's ridiculous. Watch, this is going to be the platform to go this time. It is. And I can't even leave. Oh, stop it from detonating fire at will. Are you kidding me? Congratulations at failing the lack of situational awareness. Look at this. They've completely barricaded me in. Alright, we're going to watch the ship go down in flames. I can't even move anywhere. Okay, ooh, here we go. It's not even enough to gain your adrenaline. And the end. Spectacular. Well, congratulations, Morden the Clown. You win. Let's see him watch Margaret yell at us here. There's nobody to respawn. Wow. So Neko, have you played this one? Or are you talking about from recognizing Jupiter King from other Metal Slugs? Sucked. I didn't want to have to fail on the first one. Alright, so Marco, 24 in total. Interestingly, far less sinks for him. He had 3 kills. No, he died. The chaos is how many times the character died. Airy, 19. A lot more sinks. Interesting that Fio had that, like, top of the chart on the sinks there. It's kind of inverted. Airy was balanced. But Fio less frags, most sinks. That was just not cool, man. Not cool. So 1 region completed. 6 regions, so it's not allowing me to go pick that stuff. Oh, 6 missions and 10 coins remaining. Gets you nothing. I mean, that multitasking, I think it was one of the first times I had that. So it is kind of helpful. Stupid Margaret. Yak, 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 yak. I envision her sounding like Charlie Brown's teacher. Supervise. She's staying, she says. Training drills. Combat data? What? It's in multiple files now? Okay, so now that we're in the base, I can finally get back to seeing which characters we need for challenges. Unfortunately, we did not unlock Tarma, because that was not a completion. So now, at least by looking at her, though, we can see the requisites for challenges and things. So, for Marco here, for skills... So this is a cash one, so I'm not worried about the cash ones, I'm worried about these. So, launch 3 special actions in 1 turn with Marco. So because he's got the salvo, once they get down to a 0 adrenaline cost, you can actually link them back to back. So it looks like we got everything else here, other than the purchasable one. And I'm trying to remember what this was. Alice activation. I'm trying to remember, did I ever have Alice? I don't know if I ever got to that one. I mean, I probably got the challenge done, but I don't remember if I ever had it as the ability. So everybody's got a little bit of overlap for some of these, like the versatility. I can't say for sure, but a lot of them have some similar things. Now, he may not, everybody may not have this one where you get the cost reduction thing. Knuckle box. But there is variations of things that bypass cover versus things that are movement versus adrenaline. Now, not everybody has the tactical strike. That's seemingly unique to him. I don't think anybody else has that, though. So, no, I always do that. Try to look at everybody else and keep forgetting. So, Marco, 3 actions in a turn. Aerie, however, we want... She's got 2 of them here. Deal 5 damage, or deal damage to 5 different enemies in 1 turn. Now, this is going to be a little easier if I have the grenade jump. Kill 4 in 1 special action. Again, grenade jump. Pretty easy. The 5 is actually a little bit more difficult. But that can also be a combination of things. Maybe using the barrel and something else, though. Especially if she gets another action. And then that just leaves the purchasable ones. I don't think we can use the other loadouts yet, can we? Oh, we've got to get a trophy first, so it's probably the first playthrough, which didn't happen. Okay, and then Fio, I think, had a complicated one. Maybe not. So basically, we got hers already because it was just a matter of using her movement thing. So, Neko says farming time. I'm trying to think how farming would work with this. Kind of. Yeah, I guess farming kind of functions like it's just gotta keep going to get the things ramped up in order to spend the money. But the challenges are kind of like, to me, the most effective one. So, okay. Well, we got to roll with this team again, and hopefully now, at least because we have the base, we should hope. You know what? She didn't unlock Rumi yet, so I don't know if she's going to give us anything. Man, we gotta restart. Oh, there's one of the trophies. But they give that to you in basic mode. So Aerie got one. Start a run with Aerie and Marco, which is forced. Weapon 3 times. Oh, wait, where's... Oh, her other one. Nudge twice in 1 turn. And I got that because of the reset turn thing. Again, I was hoping to bypass doing that one... without cheating, so to speak. Can't change that now. Because we lost. Okay, anyway, I guess same team order. I'm not changing the difficulty.
Let's go.
I guess so robbed. Alright, back to the beginning here. Alright. Old friends, she says. Got a lot of old friends. So yeah, he means Abu Labas. Can't find him. So I don't remember if this early, if we can start unlocking the boss yet, or if we have to wait. Okay, so now the strategy this time around. Now we have reinforcements. So in other words, if they die, we can bring them back in, which is what I would have needed to get past the boss that we just failed at. So they're starting us out with 5. So because these levels are pretty easy, I shouldn't need to go for the double here. But the single and the metal would probably be the most helpful, so I'm thinking go this way, grab that one, and because all the rest of these are the same other than the XP, we shouldn't need too much ammo this early. But yeah, definitely metals on the priority list here. Oh, that's right, but the metal was also the sub-boss, which I didn't defeat last time either. Also due to lack of reinforcements. Okay, take less than 12 HP of damage, so that's a math problem. And then kill all enemies. That part's not as much of an issue as long as there's not too many of them. Oh, there's a metal slug. Hey, they're going to be nice to us off the first one here. So I only got one spawn point. Well, that's one way to take less damage, is put somebody in that thing real quick. Okay. So I gotta remember, Aerie needs to deal 5 damage to 5 enemies. And Fio, both of hers are done. Or, oh shoot. So I should have written it down. Let's see here. Okay, Marco. So who, I guess we'll put Marco in the metal slug. We can run him all the way here, get all the adrenaline run from the back. The barrel's not close to anybody yet. We kind of want these guys to come over. Maybe Fio can get some adrenaline, move them into position. But we also, this Grenadier's a problem too. But Marco might take him out. Let's see here. So it says less than 12 HP. If I'm in the metal slug, I probably don't want that taking damage either. Oh, there's a lot of dudes. Well, we'll just put everybody in here. We'll do the running game if I have to.
Mission start.
Who's up first? Marco. Go all the way over here. Now this guy, of course he can hit there. Well, you know what? That would make it real easy for Aerie to get like 5 in one turn. Can she make it all the way to that? Huh. I wonder if that would count for her ability. Can she then get in? We're about to find out. Can I outrun? Can I run over this guy? I don't know if if the metal slug is actually going to get. All right. So the cool thing is this has multiple shots I can do. So damage of 4 with either of these. And it's just going to use fuel in the process. Now I can fire in straight lines here. I can go him and him in the same turn. So he's not going down completely though. Well, this would. That would do it. If I get these guys. Well, the other guys are going to start moving in anyway. Let's do this. Alright, so if I save the gas, though, I'll wait till other guys move in. Or do I... Actually... Let's hit this guy from point blank, get the adrenaline in the process. I'm going to use the gas anyway. Oh, he's still not dead. Alright, let's get Fio involved. Alright. Nope, not that way. Alright, now he's dead. And the wall's done. Alright, no revenge stab from that guy. Alright, and they still have action. Well, Aerie's still got actions. She would have got 2. He can actually hit Marco. That's a problem. That's 5 points of damage. No more than 7 after that. Marco's not... Oh, you know what? Fio, she can move him out of the way now. Move him to cover on the other side. Hold on. Can he hit Theo? Okay, he cannot hit Theo. That's good. Okay. And actually, the sniper can still hit Marco, too. Alright, there we go. Close enough. There we go. And she can still move. Except I don't want to move her out of cover. Okay. Oh, so it does look like the metal slug does get the shield points from the wall. Okay, good to know. Alright, so everybody else is immediately out of harm's way. Then I'll just have to see how much damage I can do with Aerie after the fact. Oh, he made it. That's 2 points. Yes, stand next to the barrel. Okay. Oh, 4. Oh, he's not close enough to the barrel. I don't think she's going to be able to do it. This is the closest I'm going to get by having 2 next to the barrel. I'd have to synchronize on the rest of them. The problem is I'm going for both the challenges and the trophy challenges and the mid-game ones too. So even if I go to here, I'm going to end up in harm's way there. I'd have to move that guy next to the barrel. And then once... So she's in range, but she'd have to be able to hit both of them and still hit somebody, a 4th target as well. How does this work? Oh, oh, okay. Hold on. Or I could save that to hit this guy. I need to be able to kill both of them, I think, from the same spot. How far can I move that thing? If I move, though, it's going to use up fuel. So right now I get 2 from there. I'm not going to be able to sync up, so the metal slug's not helping me, even though I've got multiple attacks I can do with it. I'd rather do 1 attack to the barrel, 1 that way. Is there any way I could synchronize her on another one? How far can I fire the Vulcan cannon close by? So if I do this, it's got a minimum range, so as long as I'm parked here, I can hit this guy. Alright, yeah, as long as Theo moves out of the way, we'll be fine. Man, can Theo... Oh, here's the next likely opportunity. Oh, no. I can't get him down there. I need to get one of these in harm's way. I go 1-2 blast. Nope. Put him right there. Marco just needs to get somewhere out of the way. Might as well go get some adrenaline. Like, I'm just going to spectate. Theo might take damage, though, from either of those. Alright, so Aerie. Here we go. Main cannon here. Oh, I need to move Marco further then. There we go. Alright, main cannon. What? How am I hitting my... That's a larger path than I thought. Hold on. I almost hit both of those guys if they weren't. Wait a minute, so why... Oh... Well, I guess I can still do it. I just have to hit him, and then hit him with the other thing. That's a waste, though. Okay, now if I do this... I'm still taking damage myself, though. Why am I taking damage myself? Ah, forget it. I can't move again. It won't let me hit the other one. That's not cool. Wait, why does... Oh, I don't have Tacto Strike yet. Ugh, good grief. Well, this plan just kind of went out the window. I can move her further out. Just not anywhere I can get into striking range. This plan went sideways. I could eject, but she's probably not going to be able to... I can't eject probably till it's end of your turn or something else. So 12 HP. The question is this 25 count as HP? I guess we're about to find out. I can't do anything else. Oh well. Okay, that did not hurt me then. Okay, that's good. Blocks the others from doing anything. Oh, that actually now worked in my favor. Now they're all closer. Now we got a plan. Now, can I move them into position? Let's see if this will work. Oh, she needs more adrenaline than that. Here's our chance. So hypothetically, if I move to here, I should still be able to hit all of them and still hit him without taking any more damage. Now, the other guy might try to hit me, but I'm not as concerned because we can probably find a way to take him out. Okay, so then I can fire the as long as I got enough. 30, as long as I got at least 35. Alright, can Fio get him out of here? Oh, he's not in range. Well, if not, he can get positioned over here. I just have to then use 45. But I also don't want Fio stuck there either. She can't move him far enough. Alright, can I move Fio to here? And move him back into position over there. Okay, I guess I'll have to do it that way. I'll commit this move. I'm going to commit that, move him back. Hope this works. This should do it. Okay, Airy, main cannon. Boom. Okay, that's even multi-tiered, the fact it's taking the guy up top as well. Done. There's 3. There's 4. There's hopefully 5. And if it didn't count, it means it's because I'm in the Metal Slug. I tried. Okay, so the Metal Slug's gonna be in harm's way. Marco... Wow, it's just the 1 Grenadier left. Okay. Well, I tried. Let's just grab the adrenaline. Come over here. Man, okay. No shortcuts. You gotta do it with the character, not with the Metal Slug where the, I forgot the other frame was. Okay, Airy can move out of harm's way. Except she's in cover and he can't hit her from there anyway. Oh well. Okay, do I have 25 gas left? I do. And I can't hit him with it. Okay, that's fine. We'll take him out anyway. Marco can come over here. Theo can come over here. And circular firing squad. Victory!
Victory!
Okay, we got them all. So we got some coin. Got the bonus. So Marco had 1 and 3. Naturally, Airy had 8 from being in the Metal Slug, and 1 and 1 for Theo. Alright, so we get a mod. Okay, because I can never remember the difference between the silver crate and the brown crate. So the brown crate is a mod. So the flick was one I was saying last time wasn't too crazy about. She turns and fires the opposite direction, but she gets +1. Putting slow on the rifle, not a big deal to me. I think because that's movement. This, however, is a little bit more interesting. I like the area of attack for this one, so I guess if anything I would do that.
You're great.
Alright, so now we got tactical strike, feedback, and audacity. Feedback is +1. That's only going to happen like after getting stabbed and then once the detriment's removed. So let's go tactical strike. Oh, Daredevil. Oh, that's right. Elevation change. So smoke bomb versus dynamo here. So, okay, so the way I would envision dynamo working here, each time she gains a bonus move, which she already does naturally after getting a sync, you would have to hypothetically use her stuff first, synchronize, and then still have to be able to get a second synchronize to benefit from the damage. So that does not seem as easy to me. Like this, however, this makes more sense, like run up to them and then reduce damage, but even though it's more defensive. This one is just such a special case. I don't know. I'm going to try the smoke bomb again. Ooh, teleportation swaps the positions of 2 units, and I wonder if that works on any other units, not just like friendlies. I would say field dressing is very helpful with the nudge. Oh, she's got killing spree. So each time contributing to a frag, that's extra damage on her part. Still, the healing is kind of necessary, too. Yeah, Neko says mission complete. Yeah, I think that was kind of easy with having the metal slug available. Alright, so the plan is to go up here, and I think this might still be the mid-boss. It may not be ready for it, but we're going to try it anyway. Yeah, it's the Desert Tower one. Way not ready for this. But the benefits if you do succeed. Oh, and there's a POW out there. This is almost the same layout as last time. Looks pretty close. I don't know if there's different variations to it or not. Alright, let's keep everybody together and get out of here. So we start somebody in cover. We gotta go this way, and again, they're gonna target. We just the thing's gonna launch stuff, so you at least gotta pay attention where the covers are at. Let's go here. Let's move everybody in sequence here. I gotta overthink the start to this one. I'm not concerned about the POW. 5 turns is a little ways to go here. Because I don't think I destroyed the tower. There wasn't enough time. So Ares is going to be the one best to get the grenades over their heads. I don't think she can throw that far, though. How can I get her maximized adrenaline? Maybe if I move... Maybe we gotta take out some of these guys in the back first. How far can Marco move? Oh, he can get pretty close. Yeah, let's make them run toward me. Let's get rid of these guys. And then if I do area in the corner here, oops, she's not going to be able to hit him. She can do this, but that hit Theo. She can do this, that would hit over him and hit herself if she does that. Oh, now Marco can't get there. Let's see, if he does this, he's done. If she does this, he's not done. If she does this, he's done. Marco still would have the extra adrenaline. If I just give the extra hit to either of them. But then he won't be able to attack. I keep forgetting about that. Alright, we're just going to clean this up. We got some starts to the adrenaline. I want to make sure we get rid of these guys so I don't get attacked. I don't know if I can move her anywhere that's going to help that equation. Let's just do this. And if anything, though, she could still move. Get her closer. Let's do this. Can she then fire this? Oh, there we go. 7 points on the tower. We'll take that. 7 points can't get anybody else in the process. We'll get this garbage out of the way. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, Marco got in on it too. There we go. That's what the sync was coming from. Excellent. All right, so Marco and Aerie both have 4 points. That should minimize their damage. Fio's got the 3, but the thing is, she's out of harm's way anyway. So now technically Fio could move, or Aerie could move again, but I might as well keep the cover with incoming clowns on the way. Okay, so next turn, gotta get that out of here. No damage. Also no damage. Okay, there we go. So now we got this cover problem. Oh, they just spawned a new guy up top. That's fantastic. Okay. Can Marco get out of there? I guess he can, but not very well. I want to move to a new cover, put them in harm's way, and still have a way to get... That's not cover. How far can Fio get? Even if Fio gets all the... Wow, it's no, that's Marco. Can't get to new cover. Can only get enough dodge, hopefully. I'm gonna move... It's interesting, the cover is like, the opposite side of the cover is right here, but because of the navigation, you cannot get to it. He could get all the way up there, though. But I also don't want to be losing turns. To go all the way out here in the open also means to invite trouble from all these other clowns. Even if I get him to there, I can maybe have Fio do the move, but he doesn't get the bonus move like Aerie does. So Aerie could synchronize and get a move into cover, perhaps. So Marco was still able to shoot from behind cover. Let's just move him out here, see what happens. So I don't have any of his other stuff yet. This would be 6 points of damage, but man, he's going to get wrecked. See, she can move into cover after she does something. She's got the adrenaline hit, so she could go here, here, and still hit. So there's 7 points. That's with Marco sinking. Marco, on the other hand, if he did this, that's still 6 by himself. Need to get a lot better than that. So she can't make it to there, but she could shoot over the cover. Alright, let's try this again. So if Aerie were to do this, she could almost take that guy out. So there's 10. Mark would be another 6, put it down to 12. And obviously the attacks are going to help out take the guys a little bit. You have to move into cover after, or use Fio somehow to manipulate stuff a bit. Can Aerie do this in any way that would help? Not really. That's not going to do anything for me. Alright, so if Marco did this, that's 9. It's not as much. Aerie would still do 6, so I guess we'll lead with Aerie here. So let's go do damage to him. Damage to the tower. And Fio could technically get another hit in too. Aerie didn't get a bonus move, though. Why didn't Aerie get the bonus move? Okay, it's got to be a frag, and then that's why I messed that up. Marco's is sync, hers is frag. Ugh. I mean, Fio could technically still move her out of the way if I want to. Oh, here we go. +1 hit per attack, so I could actually do this. But that's only going to do an extra 2 off of this. I'd rather save this for next turn, give it to somebody else who can do an extra one, like, well, maybe on a regular rifle. Alright, let's just do this. He's already doing another 6 anyway, so... Alright, so do I want to move Aerie out of harm's way, or do I want to shoot? So right now it's going to do damage to him. I can do damage to both. I could put her... do extra damage to Marco. I don't know why that's unavailable. That would also do damage to Marco if I went there. So it's either give... Well, she hasn't taken damage yet, so the healing doesn't help. It's just a matter of negate 2 from the incoming versus do actually... Yeah, let's just leave that alone. Alright, so let's have Fio do the attack. And that's just an extra 3 points. Alright. That's as good as that's going to get. Alright. Yes, yes, we have verified that. Alright, Marco's in the clear this time. Uh-oh. Aerie's getting wrecked. Ah, they all targeted her. Oh. Alright, we gotta put a hurting on this tower and then survive. Okay. So most of these are sword guys, so really the rifleman's the only one that's a problem here. So if Marco can get to here, he's got cover and a shot. And actually, even if he gives himself that... Oh, and we got the adrenaline for this at this point. So he could actually do this on his own. Almost. That's not enough damage. I can't move her close enough without putting her in harm's way there. My next bet is to get 1 adrenaline and 2 cover, and then still have to have Fio give her the health and some other benefit if possible. She can make it to here, but that's not going to help anymore. So we still got 2 more turns to go, even if I don't bring her back. You get a little tight. There's not many people left to attack if I go all the way down here. I get 2. Can I bring Fio all the way over there, though? It doesn't look like it. She hasn't taken much damage yet, though. Alright, well, I want to get Aerie as far as possible, so she'll get the 2 shield, and if I get Aerie to move her, I can get the healing as well. She's still in sniper fire, sword fire. Can she move her from there? She can. And she could move her over to there and get the XP. Okay, so we got options there. Now, can Aerie still fire from here? So I'm just going to hit Marco. Really, we just need Marco to hit this thing, but if I can get anybody else in the way, it'd be great. Yeah, they're all going to hit it. It's done. Except, is there any way to do it without doing that? Because then I can hit somebody else with it. I don't want to use her action. If I did basic action with her, again, no damage to Marco. It's still left. It's still standing. Marco could do bonus hit to Theo. Yeah, so if he does this, and then if he does a 0-1, gain a bonus action. Okay, so let's make sure this works here. Oh, it's out of range. You can't give it to Theo. If he does the attack, though, it's 8. He can give it to himself. Yeah, let's just do it that way. Okay, so he can still go again. There, take that, tower. Oh, and I just realized this guy's up here. He can actually still hit Marco. If they do enough, it might put Marco down. She does not get the bonus move. Move her out of harm's way, though. Sort of. If I have to use reinforcements, I have to use reinforcements. So Theo now, actually, so this works. Theo can at least do that. She's now covered. Barry can now rescue him. Now she's going to get shot at and hit by both those guys. So 2 points of damage. She's probably down. He does 4. He does 4. So yeah, I think she's done. Oh, but you know what? She's still got her action. She can move to here. How do I do this? How can I hit one of these guys? Where's the... If I do this... I need to see where that's going to drop. It's not going to hit anybody. It doesn't matter. If I move here, that guy's got to move to hit me, but I could hit 2 of them for 4 damage. But he's got a health of 5. He's got a health of 6, so it's not going to kill him anyway. He's still in the game. Well, nope, maybe not. Well, if I move to here, nobody's killing her because they're not going to do enough damage. He would do 4. It would be negated. You know what? Let's do that. If possible, maybe she could do this. No. Not going to be enough to get him. You can at least do 2 damage to him. What about this? No damage to her. Take out the cover. Ooh, take him out. There we go. That looks a little more interesting. I think the cover's gone, though. If I blow up the cover, how vulnerable is Theo? She's got about 5 guys, so it's still rushed down. Let's not do that. I'd rather keep that cover up and running for the moment. But I could alternatively go this way. There, now the cover's still alive, but he's not dead. Still not as good. That's not going to help. I'm just going to do weak damage to this guy. Okay, that's everybody. So everybody's got maximum... I mean, they don't have the most amount of dodge, but they got maximum cover and dodge available right now. Movement points. I don't have any more movement points left. What are you talking about? Oh, because I could interact with that? What was that going to do? Nothing. I guess that's why it still suggested that. Ah, no damage. No damage. Also no damage. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to destroy that cover. Also no damage. Also no damage. Also, not even an attack. Okay, you get 1 point of damage. That's not bad. For that many attacks, only take 1 point. Alright, now let's blow them up with something. Look at these idiots. Oh, the smoke bomb technically didn't... That smoke bomb didn't activate then until this turn, unless that was it going away. Alright, now Marco can actually do something useful here. So we're going to put them all together. Can I get Theo around to get some cover and put a bunch of them together? I'd have to bring her over here. So you got these 4 guys that are all in a row here. Alright, where's Marco got to be in order to do this? He's got to be right here. Is he still out of that guy's reach? That guy can... Oh, he's finally out of their reach. Okay. Theo just needs to get one of these guys to move over, I think. And that's in a 9 square, I think. So Marco should be able to do this. Well, she'll contribute anyway. Well, that matters. And what's she gonna do? That's interesting. She gets maximum right here for hopping over. Well, at least you can synchronize, even though it's not going to do anything. But alright, Theo. You need adrenaline, but that's okay. Alright, this is what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, I need Aerie to get all this. Oh, you know what? Can Aerie get the damage here? Oh, man. She wouldn't... And I already committed by doing the other thing. If Aerie had the ability to move, she could have maybe gotten 4 or 5. I guess I was trying to go for this here. It's not enough. Not without having more damage output yet. Okay, Marco, bring the heat. There we go. There's 5 for 1 shot. Incoming. That thinned out the battlefield a little bit. Okay, so Theo can move, but other than moving out of harm's way, she can't really get anywhere. Okay. So let's get Aerie to finish this guy if possible. Nope, not yet fully. Alright, that's it. Oh, we got another shot of Marco. Ouch. Man, she's getting wrecked without being on cover. She's the healer. Can't have her go down. Everybody's looking kind of thin. Oh, yuck. Well, Marco's skittle got enough to bring some others in here. I need her to heal somebody, though, preferably. Well, this is the last turn. I think we'd be okay. A sniper would still have a shot here. As long as one person survives, though, is the point. Oh, Marco's not going to have enough unless he gets, like, 4 adrenaline. You need to be about here. That's 2. You can only get a couple of them. She'd be out of harm's way over here. I don't know if she could get this guy. And them, not really. That's still not going to hit them. Alright, so let's be done with that. Sniper's going to have to shoot at Fio. She might drop. Oh, she can still move, though. She's got another movement. Okay, Marco, call another airstrike. Okay, since she can still move, well, she can make it to cover over here, so she should be okay. Now she's got 2 and 2. Alright, so Sniper might be able to take out Marco. I don't think anybody's getting a Theo or Aerie, so we're okay. So we did it, nobody get dropped, and we got the tower this time. He's gonna try. He's gonna try too. Nope, nothing for them. Victory!
Victory!
See ya, clowns. Scrub level. There we go. Got both. Got the reinforcement. Also, still got the POW with Aerie, even though it's not going to count much probably till the next turn. So 7 and 2, 2 and 3, 2 and 4. So you increase the nudge, increase the damage of the tactical strike. Ooh, and then, so the thing is, that's an extra 2 points per target. So in that case, that'd be like, we hit 5 guys, so that's another 10 points of damage versus her getting 2. Man, these are both good. Also increases his range and reduces the cost, so hard not to go with this one this time.
You're great.
Alright, so Force March, bonus move. All participants gain adrenaline. That's actually pretty good. And then the common one here, every time bonus action, also bonus move. That doesn't happen as much again unless we get the 0 cost one. So actually for every, I'd rather gain free adrenaline, I think, from this versus this bonus move with him. All right, Neko, thanks for swinging by. Good to see you. Yeah, I appreciate people hanging out. So I know we've got some people chilling tonight. All right, so there we go. Is this it? Is this it? Explosive jump. There it is. Close range blast. Only benefit is ignores cover, but they got to be down to 3 or less. You essentially have to chip at them for this to be beneficial. So you've got to either get it upgraded or be dealing with like weakened enemies. That's why I don't usually go for these too early. So explosive jump. This is it. This is my move. each time she uses a special action, they're healed. So that's for her. This just randomly does 5 and goes all the way up to 8, so you can single-handedly do that much damage. But, man, regeneration... This is going to take care of her this time, but not everybody else like the other one we had, so we've still got to get the other one involved. So these are the non-cover. If they die, gain a bonus action. Going for healing for now, though. Okay. So now our choices are more coins and a mod, the gray case and silver coin. We don't need the reinforcements in the ammo. I mean, we could use the ammo, but the reinforcements is not helpful, especially if we don't get the bonus one there. So let's... we could go back to this one, but that doesn't seem very helpful. The XP is the only other one I'd want, but we can't get to it. So let's go here. All designated. Ooh, 5 frags with Theo. That's going to be a little bit more challenging.
Get ready.
All right, here we go. So we got two split starting points here. So we got some snakes here. All right, so we got sniper and grenadiers designated, and then sniper. Okay, so it's all snipers and grenadiers. This guy's the only other one with a lot of health points. Obviously, we're going to get up here now. Where's the button? There's the button for the crate. Oh, is it just this? To walk up to it or just destroy it? That's interesting. So there's no button to activate it this time. I thought there would usually always be a button. Okay, so if somebody goes up here that do this right away, I'm going to drop it on one of these two guys, hopefully. So Theo would probably be the one to try to get those taken care of. Marco maybe hang here to deal with these guys. And then maybe you'll have Aerie run over here and do some grenade jumping. So let's do this, and hopefully that. Yeah, she can get all the way up there. Okay. That's a start. Let's see how that goes.
Mission start.
See if she can get all the way up there. Oh, she's not selected. Let's see, does this do anything? It's gonna drop on him. Okay. I guess that's a start. He's not designated though. This is one attack for her to get to though. So she could already grenade jump to here. Oh, she's not gonna have enough off this round though. Oh no, she will. It's 5. That's see, then she's gonna be able to go to here. Oh, it doesn't kill him because it doesn't do enough damage yet. Okay, well, we can always have Marco get in there and help synchronize, I guess. Except he's going to be targeted by both. I know Marco could help take him out. We'll see. This might be a little sloppy. We'll see how it goes, though. So Marco would be able to... Oh, no, it's not going to work, because then she'd have to go here, but that's not going to hit him. Why would Marco sync on the box? Alright, Marco, how about you go... Okay, now Aerie can go here to here, and then he's synchronized and activated. Except the snakes are probably coming for him. Now he's not going to have as much adrenaline if I do this. I'm not putting him in obvious harm's way either. There we go. There we go. And now she goes here. There's a freebie. And they're not going to bother her just yet. Marco's still got an attack, but he can't really do anything. I'm going to give this to somebody, but I don't want to do that. Can I move her to cover? Not really. Okay. Oh, he took 3 off of that already? Yeah, oh, ouch. He's going to do some damage. He does 5, huh? Oh, he is already hurting. A little too soon to be using reinforcements. Well, she's now stuck up there without... Oh, he's not going to go down without help. Gotta keep Marco alive here. Alright, my question is, if I get her here, can she throw a grenade up there? She can. Fia will sink and then can shoot him normally. Marco has got to get out of there. How far can this guy hit? Everywhere. And give him as much dodge, as much cover as possible. So that would be 2 and 2. Nope, 2 and 1. Okay, so let's do this. Now if she goes again, she can do that. Oh, he still hit her? Yeah, he did. No, the revenge hit didn't work. Never mind. Oh, no, it did. There. Ouch, that really hurt. Oh, not good. Now Grenadier's got to shot it. He's either got to go for her, because I don't think he can hit both. No, he can. He's going to hit right in the middle. That's not good. There goes my reinforcements. Didn't take that into account. Make sure Marco takes the heat, I suppose. You know what? If he can survive that, how about we just punk this guy? Oh, he can't hit him from here. He's going to move anyway. Okay, well, if he does move... So nobody else to shoot at, does he? Nope, don't do that. So he can't hit anybody that way. Can't hit anybody that way. So this guy's going to move and hit him. Boo. He can't do anything about that. Well, Eric could get out of harm's way to... Let's go work on this guy next. Well, see you, Marco. Guess you're using our reinforcements. Where's the run like a chicken action? Yep, there goes the shot. 3 points left. He's gonna have 1 point left. After the Grenadier here. Yep. Still alive, barely. Uh-oh, maybe not. Oh, he's done. The sword. Alright, let's see if I can do this without... But we'll... Ooh, maybe not. I may need him. Alright, so first up, Fio's got to get her extra kills in, but she needs to be able to do... this guy. Now, if Aerie had the adrenaline, she'd only do 4. She can get to him. Then she'd go like this. He's going to be dead. Fio will contribute. Then she can drop down here and almost take him out. But man, she's going to be in the hornet's nest if she does. Sniper will still have a hit. Knife guy will have a hit. Let's just keep her up here. Alright, Sophia just needs to contribute to one more. And she can still move back. How about we do that? Okay, sit tight there, Marco. Don't go bleeding out on us just yet. We're gonna do this the hard way. Yes, come to me. And then Marco resurrects and like blasts them all in the back. Alright, so we still got 2 more designated. That's the only requisite. Anybody damaged? He's damaged. So Fio could get him. She only needs 1 more. Yeah, Aerie could probably almost torch these 2. Oh, she can't quite get down there. She can run down here, get her adrenaline. Do damage to him. And then actually, if Fio helps with him and helps with him, she'd have easily the requisite, and we'd take 2 out on this turn. Actually, how about she gets the adrenaline and heals herself? And moves herself over to this direction. This guy. And puts her... That works out. I love it when a plan comes together. So she'll put herself in cover, get the healing, and help out with the other guy that she's got to put down. Bingo. That works. So now she's up to 4 and got 5 points of cover. Or, defense, whatever. So now she can jump from there over to this guy. I don't want necessarily any closer to him, but she's still at full health and got 3 dodge. And will have the ability to move after the fact anyway. Sync, please. Boom! Wait, why wouldn't that... Oh. I should have synced that one. I didn't sync that. Oh. Okay, that was kind of silly. Anyway, she got the 5th one. That was the main thing. Now, Aerie, she can actually run out of here. Out of harm's way. So really it's just Fio in harm's way now. You got 3 guys here. Hopefully if they can't... Ooh, can they do 6 points of damage? He can do 4. He can do 5. Oh, no cover. His might. Still got 2 I mean, as long as I get these other targets. Let's see here. Mr. No Cover is a problem. Okay, cover. Well, if the cover's gone by the time he gets there, it doesn't matter. There we go. Oh, and he wouldn't have had as much damage. That's interesting. Alright, can Fio move herself any way that will help with this hit? So what I'm going to want to have happen... Get these last two guys on the same turn here, so if I can have her get all the way down here... the problem is Fio's more likely to hit him in the process. I want him completely gone. Let's go. Man, look how far... Oh my goodness, she can get 7? I've probably seen this before, but not very often. I don't know if 8 and 6 is on the table or if that's it, but man, look at that. If anything... Man, Fio's got to be able to get the last hit here. Well, actually, okay, there is a way with a grenade launcher, I think. Still using the grenade jump. See what I can do. Oh, she can take the damage. I can do it that way. Kind of weird. Well, actually, it'd be better that way than the grenade, because if I do this... He's gone, she's on the sink, but then she'd have to hit him for 3 points, which I don't know if she'd have to move again or use her ability, but it should be guaranteed this way without Aerie even taking the damage. So he'll get hit, bounce it backwards, and she's covered by the amount of dodge that she has. And the snake gets taken out too. I think. There we go. Yeah, sorry. I had me guess, double checking there for a second. Victory! So she synced on the latter one. Excellent. There's some cool moves in there. I had to get the points across the board there, Marco. Sucking dirt for the half the mission. So 1, 1, and 1. That last one is one you don't want to have checked in the box. Alright, so Aerie, 1 and 1. Fio did all the work that time because she was part of the sub-objective. So check that out. 6 and 4. And I managed to do it without having to use the reinforcement on Marco. So got them both and didn't use the reinforcement. Max ammo of 9. That's actually crazy. How's that not like gold level? Alright, so Scavenger, I thought we had on there already. Unless that was just like the default setting on that first playthrough. So these ones are kind of interesting here. So you end up losing range, but you gain damage. So your range goes from 6 down to 4, but you go up to 3. Now, considering it's your basic pistol, now it is also saying that this is the silver one. I don't know what the other one would be then, because you'd actually get reduced range with no damage. But actually, having 9 ammo is a lot more. I'd say almost 9. Have 9 extra shots, or she fires a triple burst, so 3 extra shots versus just getting 1 extra damage. This would actually have a higher return. Yeah, let's go with that one. And that'll be Big She here. So at this point, I'm not going to activate it because we're just a little under the 2-hour mark this time. So it's kind of the way the sequencing is. The amount of time it's still taking on some of these maps is bringing us right into boss mode, which will take longer. Or do I do it? I'm trying to think here. We could actually start Sirocco City from scratch next time. We should be able to take the boat. You know what? Yeah, this won't take that long. Let's take the boat. I want to jump right into boss one again. Now they know how to play this. Come on, this ain't my first rodeo. This ain't my first naval battle. Wait, quasi-naval battle? Shooting a boat from the dock. Is that like fishing from the dock with dynamite? See ya, buddy. Poof. Somehow I don't think there's much left for him in terms of particles, even. Alright, Mr. Tuber is gonna go. Now, we are still playing on a recruit here, so this really shouldn't be more difficult. Should have, what, 50 health points, even though we got the sub-boss? Yeah, so that wouldn't have changed anything. Let's just go wreck this thing. We've got the grenade... Ares got a grenade jump and the juggle. I got regeneration. Got the tactical strike, so really, there's not much reason here to not go full tilt. Let me see if I can rush Marco as far as possible. Let's put him in the center. So he can get all the way across there. It's not going to be enough for anything substantive, but we'll make it work. We can maybe get Airy down here on the bottom to do the grenades, and then Theo probably support somewhere. I don't know where we're going to put her yet, but we'll figure that out too. Okay, here we go. It's boat wrecking time.
Start.
And who got targeted? I don't know if it matters. Just may take the points. Just don't want to overlap them, I guess, when they're... Pipe down there, Margaret. So he's not targeted. It looks like the other two are, so that's fine. Actually, we can live with that. The Grenadiers can't... The Grenadier can't hit from here, but we... Oh, the Sniper can. We should be able to shoot over the cover, I think. Or it's not cover, the debris. Okay, he can still hit the boat. If she can make it to here, she'll only take 1 point, and she's not going to have enough for grenade, dual grenade yet. So it's either I go... Oh, she's hosed either way. She's either going to get hit by him with a sword or hit by him with a grenade. Actually, he can hit either tile. So I'm going to keep her here for the sink, and I may waste her grenade on... Oh, you know what? Forgot about her jump. Already. How do I do that? She could jump all the way to... from here. Do some damage to him. Actually... Maybe I'd rather do damage to him first. And if I move Theo after the fact... Yeah, let's say if we move Theo here. And then if Aerie can make the jump all the way down there. She's got 5. That's what we want. She can get to here. That's going to activate everybody. Marco won't even have activated yet. Theo won't have activated yet. And hypothetically... We're not going to kill him? How does that not kill him? Oh, Theo's syncing on the boat, the second hit, so the synchronize is hitting the ladder target rather than the dude. What if I went... Maybe I don't want her to activate yet. I don't want to put her in harm's way either, but... I go to here. That way he's done. Yeah, let's do that. So she should get bounce. Yep, okay. Now that's going to hit him in the process. That's fine. Okay, so now... Can Marco initiate... I get 8 points at least. More so. So did Theo get any kind of bonus by using hers? So she's got 30 now. No, it didn't increase the top, but it didn't like replenish ammo. Alright, so there's actually 11. And then Marco can still go on his own. Alright, now Marco will take a shot. So his went down for synchronizing, not for movement or frags. Basic with his, so there's another 3. And Aerie can move, but there's not much point. Grenadier should be dead. Yep, he's dead. They only took 1 point of damage each. So sniper and sword guys are problems here. Yeah, that hurts. Yeah, but actually he blocked the sniper now, though. Okay, Marco took 1 point. Oh, she's going to take another 2 from the grenade. Alright, who's targeted now? Nobody. Okay, so nobody's getting targeted this time. Okay. Oh, I don't. Oh, it's gonna move into stuff. Is Fio targeted because of that? No, that's a separate one. Okay. So Ares got the grenade jump. If I were to go, man, she could get some clearance here. If I were to go to here, there's another 5. If I activate this, she can make it all the way to here. That's gonna do 14 damage. 8 of it's hers, though. She's got to get out of here. She's got to get at least to here and help out with this guy, it seems. He's still got 4 points of damage, though. Marco's got to get somewhere where he can get a hit. He doesn't have enough for the Oh, he's come down to 10. If he gets all the way over to here, I wonder if he can punch a hole in any of these guys. Because if you were to do this, he can eliminate... Well, at least he can eliminate him. There's 15. Aerie can still do 8 after that. And Fio... I don't think Fio's got anything extra she's going to be able to do there unless she's using a rifle. I want to try to take more guys out, though, if I'm doing that. So Marco would have to... Let's try this differently here. If he stood here, he's in between those, but he can also take out this guy and still get to 15. Aerie wouldn't have to worry about taking out too much there. And actually, oh no, Aerie's got to be there to get the jump. I was going to say she could try to jump from here, but then she's not going to get anybody else. She could always try, no. So even if she jumps from over here, she can get this guy, but then not get the boat. That's not what I'm going for. Alright, well either way, Fio's got to get some extra points here. Hopefully stay alive. Okay, well somebody's taking damage. We're not escaping the way that we got the damage sandwich going on here, so... Marco's going to lead with a sink. Aerie could... Actually, you know what? There's still another option here. Aerie could do her grenade juggle. Hit that. Hit that. That's only getting 3 off the sink. So she's doing 8 either way there, but if Marco leads, I think we're getting 5 points off the sink somehow. Yeah, we're getting 5 off the sink that way. And he's dead no matter what. Okay, I think this is going to be the way to go. Aerie should be in the clear this way, too. Pew! Okay, now... Aerie. Grenade jump. Actually, here will not blow up the cover and not put her in harm's way. And then... Theo can technically move herself out of harm's way and actually separate the damage. So if she does this and moves herself to here... Nope, she can't completely. I was going to try to put her between Marco and him. That way Marco wouldn't take both hits. So let's just go here. That makes it one extra move for the other guy. And she heals herself for 2. Oh, actually, she healed herself for 2. Oh, 4, actually. Or would have been 4. Okay. And she can still move. Actually, you know what? So now she can put herself in harm's way there. Block Marco from taking both hits. Alright, that works. 13 points to go. Only on the second platform. Yeah, so she's got field dressing and regeneration. So the target gets 2, and she gets 2, or half of the action cost. So technically she gets 1.5 out of 3. I don't know if it rounds up or not. Doesn't really say, but not too worried about it. That's a pretty worthless airstrike. Nah, as long as they don't get... Oh, that's fantastic. He took out his own guy. And he did 1 point of damage. That's it. Now these guys are going to start blocking the path here. I think we're going to take... We'll do enough damage. As long as Aerie or somebody can do 8 like last time. But we need the adrenaline, though. She'd have to run backwards and risk being on the platform. She only needs 3. Yes, Margaret. Yeah, she could work her way all the way over here. Jump. I guess the question is, where's the platform cut off? She can get 8. Again. And if Marco can get himself out of here, he can get here. He can do 3, so that's 11. And if Fio can get herself out of here, she can do 3. That's 14. So I could either try it by a grenade and do that. And there we go, there's 14. No jumping required. Pew. Pew. Smoking hole. Yeah, that didn't require too much extra time. 15 minutes or less.
Victory!
Alright, now we're set up to redo Sirocco City next time. Now that we got reinforcements and modifiers. Well, actually, we don't even have the modifiers yet. I'd have hate to send submarines to fetch your remains. So, Marco, 2 and 2. Aerie, 0 and 2. Well, she contributed damage output. Fio, 2 and 3. Yeah, so that's the thing. Aerie doesn't get the damage unless with the kills on that grenade jump. But man, so much damage with those 2 alone.
You're great.
Alright, what do we got here? Alright, boost. 2 adrenaline. Refunds the adrenaline unit's next special action. Knuckle box, so again, the generic damage dealer. Ricochet. I think we're going back with Ricochet, because having that combo with him having that and Aerie having that, kind of difficult not to. Get the damage output going. Alright, we'll do that. Grenade Juggler 2, so we can up hers to 5 damage. Stylish, what was this? Each time the unit hits at least 2 enemies in one attack, that unit gains 2 adrenaline. So, man, if we got that on top of her, I mean, it actually works for multiples with hers. So the Juggler or the Explosive Jump, this would be kind of nice, but I'm more interested in upping the damage on these first. Yeah, this is the no cover bonus action one, so yeah, Juggler for the win here. And I forgot what the whole haste and Germany style thing was. So basically, haste means if you move the enemy when it's attacked, the character gains a bonus move. I don't know. Then flashback was the other one we were trying to do here, and I don't think we got very far with that. Teleportation, still not ready for that. And it's just saying this goes before the other move of hers. So it might be, they may have found a logical hole where people could have exploited it. So yeah, we're going flashback. And hopefully a little bit more prepared this time for the boss. Okay, so the question, so I kind of got to make the decisions here, because otherwise things will reset. Let's see what Rumi's got for us. So this... What impressive does. Go back up there. Try to figure that out. Contribute to a frag, gaining adrenaline. So that's good, but that's 24. Slow, scavenger. Scavenger was what? Heal for 2 HP. Okay, that's what that was. Alright. Swift. Is this frag for movement? Frag for movement. 9 on his. That's reasonable. Shelling. Double the vehicles. So that's kind of only when we're doing with certain objective maps. He's already doing okay with some of his stuff. Alright, let's see what Margaret's got. May need to buy ammo. Oh, yeah. All these good, decent... Well, his... Well, it immediately reduces the cost of this one. But I haven't been able to use it much to begin with. Nudge is going to expand the range. Now this, on the other hand, this is going to bring his up past Ares. So Ares went from 4 to 5. His is going to go from 4 to 6. So that's worth the 20, I think. Question is, do I buy ammo or do I hope to get ammo out in Sirocco City? So Scavenger is a heal. She's already got the healing capacity, so let's not do that. Gaining the adrenaline, though, so she can heal or continue to use... So frags for adrenaline. Movement for frags on the basic. Oh, but it's also got to be with this one. So you get a frag, you get adrenaline with your main one. She's already got this thing upgraded quite a bit. Versus Marco. I'd rather spend like the 12 just to get Marco's increased. Versus her. She doesn't really need any extra movement. So let's go here. And then let's go here and bump up Ricochet. I don't know why they did instant buy on that one, but hold it on that one. Okay. We will put us on the map and resume from there next time.
Let's go.
Yep. Gotta get the cheap one done first. Okay, we're on the map. Wah, wah, wah. Unprotected by the world government. What chump. Oh no, not a silhouette. Oh, so now he's yakking at us this time. He didn't yak at us last time, did he? I don't remember. Okay, so I can afford to die on the next one for reinforcements, but if I get the bonus, we get ammo. If we get the bonus here, we get ammo. So I can use ammo on this one or the other, and hopefully not mess either of those up. So from the start next time, I'll have to make sure I keep my reinforcements as high as possible and then take him out. With us being a level 3 or 4, it's not too big of a deal. It can be done, but it usually is required at least a little bit of a usage of one of the mods or the supply drop kind of things. But yeah, obviously it was not doable without reinforcements, as we discovered at the beginning of the episode. So hopefully next time that situation will be rectified and we can start doing the next. We'll go for the 3 map run next time. Okay, there we no, don't abandon. Just go to the main menu. All right. All right, so we made some progress.
Slug. Tactics.
Completely botched the first Sirocco City run. Now, at least now that we're into the second rotation from the roguelite standpoint, we can get the reinforcements, which will allow us to respawn up to a limited number of times. And we got kind of a reasonable skill set. So we got Marco with a ricochet, tactical strike. Ares got the grenade jump and the juggle. Fio's got the flashback, the heal, and the nudge comes default unless we pick a different loadout. So we are in much better shape than we were 2 hours ago. So that'll do it for tonight. So we're headed into the holiday weekend here pretty soon. So as a reminder, we got LAN Standing coming up on Black Friday, about 5 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you're hitting those follows and subscribes if not already. So in case you need to see the notices. I think Twitch is probably the only one that's good about notices. But then Wednesday, tomorrow, hit or miss. There's a possibility. Maybe I'll do some Resident Evil, work on some mercenaries or something. But that's it for the time being. So I appreciate everybody that's been hanging out. Had Neko Dark Exilius hanging out on YouTube, and Call of Stealth checked in on Twitch. I know we had some other people popping in and out. So glad to have you. And if I don't see you in between, happy Thanksgiving. If not, we'll see you soon before that. So we'll catch you later.